Okay. Well, time has come for the on the ice action to begin. But before we do that, we have to find out uh, which players are going to join which. Now, we've already determined the GMs and the general managers and the teams, but now it's time to find out where the players are going to go. And to that, I say, it's time! It's time! And hello to... Oh, that's you? Oh. Hey, what's up with Bros, or the former Mr. Wolf? I hadn't seen you in a while. I'll see what I could do. I'll have to find an open spot for you, but right now I don't have any open right now, but it's alright. Oh, no, you're just in time. You're just in time there, Alicia. And also hello to Mr. P, too. But I'll find a spot for you. But I hadn't seen you in a while, so it's all good, though. It's all good. Mr. Wolf, or Wolf Bros. So I did find one for you, Mr. P, though. And Larry, too. But, and also hello to Denny. Danny, what's up? Well, I did say 3:30 p.m. Pacific, 6:30 p.m. Eastern. So we got a little bit of time before more people come on in. Yep, absolutely. And obviously I'll let you guys look at what you need. I'm just where the players are before we get to that. But aside from that, it's all good. You're just chilling? Awesome. So it looks like LD and Alicia are going to get situated. I see. Wait, let me wait, oh yeah, let me get my pop-out chat. What am I doing? So we don't have an official profile pic? Okay. Alright, I see Wally, I see Brandon, I see you guys, and Jose. Oh yeah, I'll get that for you. I just need to set up. We will see each other again. All right. Well, hey, who knows? If I find an open spot and I haven't seen somebody in the chat for a while, you'll just inherit that person's spot. I've done this before, so it's not a problem with Bros. And then of course Joshua's is gonna look to get drafted too. Mm-hmm. Oh goodness, just there we go. Oh, you. Oh, okay. So when you and your friend have an official profile pic, all right. It's all good though. When you have an official profile pic, all right, not a problem, my friend. As soon as you're done picking your players, then you have to get going. Oh, wow. Okay, well, I'll try to be as quick as I can possibly be. Of course, the fact that there's 12 teams, but I'll do everything I can to get it done as quick and as proficient as I can possibly do. And with that, we are getting close to 3:30, so I will do that. And also hello to Atticus or Azriel and Atticus. And in the case of Azriel, with the Chicago Blackhawks, you guys have the first pick. But before I do that, I'm gonna share with LD which what her team's needs are. And by the same token, Atticus or Azriel and Atticus too. While I'm at it, let me know, and I'll share with you what your team, what each of your teams needs. So of course, LD, you are a goaltender. So there you are right there, LD. So you have your goalie, but you might need help with your other positions, both offensively and defensively. So you pretty much have carte blanche with what you need. But yeah, Azriel, you have your first pick. If you know who you want, then go for it. But I'll but just for the sake of consistency. Can I change? Yes, you could there, Dolmuda. Of course, that is, well, I try not to change positions too much, especially from goaltender to skater or vice versa. But I'll do what I can. Oh, yeah. But yeah, as far as Clinton is concerned, you have the 6th pick, so you have about 5 picks ahead of you. But anyway, well, there you see Azriel Black. He is taken care of. So you got your starters, and it's a very stacked team. See, defense, there's definitely a need there, especially on the left side. But it's your goaltending that might need a lot of help with. But it is what it is. Oh. Wait, let me catch up on the chat. Hold on one moment. I like being a skater. And then Jose says he knows what the Panthers needs. Like I said, whenever needed, so if they want me at goalie, that's their choice. All right, cool. And Mr. P, you haven't been picked yet. You want Munchie. Okay, well, Munchie is... Let's see, where's Munchie? A.K.A. Deidre Lewis. She's a defenseman, and that's a good pick. All right, let me go and put her on the team. Oh, you need to know. Oh, well, I'll get to you in a moment there, Jose. But just know that you have that you're picking second to last, except for the 3rd round, in which there's only 4 picks. But I'm just gonna do this really quickly for Azriel. But it was said that defenseman was something that you needed. So all right, okay, and then of course I'll. All right, so I almost forgot. I gotta put the name down. Yes, they can, Larry, and I understand that Munchie's your friend. Okay. with Munchie. Did you get my first pick yet, TJ? Well, I understand what your first pick was. I just want to make sure that nobody before you gets it. You know. But I understand what your first pick is. I just won't say it in case somebody snags it just out of spite or anything like that. Hey, what's up, Dakota? And Dakota, it's great to see you, and I'm happy to say that I actually have a character review on the show. And also hello to Patty, also another returning character. Yep, I got you as Super Dakota. but then again, that's what I always call you. So, all right, so I got Munchie. All right, so Munchie's now off the board, and Munchie's the first overall pick. Very interesting. Oh, so next up on the Boston Bruins is my good friend Mario Party Brandon, who is making his managerial debut. So, and I also understand that Maddie is also not available. So what I would have to do is, that's tough because it's like, especially when they have other obligations, they kind of picked a bad time to do that. But I don't make the rules around here, so well, I mean I do make the rules, but I try to stay fair with that. All right. Whatever need is the highest, please draft for you. All right. Well, I mean, I could probably do the same thing for Maddie. But hey, but you might not like the. Well, hey, well, we'll see what. Basically, if I do it for you, you might not like it, or maybe you do. I don't know, but I'll do everything I can. But I'll do it for you, Clinton. No worries. If you really need to take that shower, go for it. My favorite NHL team, like out of character, it's the Winnipeg Jets. But of course, anyway. I'm just contacting Brandon, by the way. You have no ill will. All right. Well, in that case, I will draft the best player available on the board, or someone who could help you. That much I will do. Los Angeles Kings. Yep, 2-time Stanley Cup champions. I do remember those guys. All right. So I'm reaching out to Mario Party Brandon. Now, TJ, would that work? Oh, name representatives for no-shows from now on. Oh, yeah, that would work. But who would I have represent Brandon, though? That's the thing. Who could represent for him? Because his team is the Boston Bruins, by the way. And I know for certain that Azrael and Atticus won't do it because they're not fans of the Boston Bruins. But being that this is his first time, let me see what. So here's what I'll do. I'll give Brandon the next minute and a half. Yeah, I'll give him a minute and a half to make his pick. If not, then I'll be more than gracious enough to give somebody a pick in exchange for your free agent pick. Oh, you want? Oh, okay. So we have the other Brandon Cornwell. Hey, if you're willing to do it, I have no issue with it. Well, all right. So Brandon, if you're just basing it off of needs of what the Boston Bruins need, I'll do that for you. So hey, I'm fine with that. This will give you some experience for if you decide to come back in. And then really quick, I'm doing this really quickly for Jose so he can get a glance of what he needs. But his team is a very stacked team offensively. And then, of course, Jose's on left side. So, yeah, his team is very stacked. In fact, the goalies... So, basically, he has a stacked team, and, well, basically any picks he makes is more of a luxury pick, if anything. Or a depth pick. A depth pick. I can't talk. But that's kind of what that is, though. How's my team, actually? Well... Let me do that. It sucks, though. I have to, exit and then go to the next team instead of being able to scroll and whatnot. So for Alicia, you're the goaltender. So you don't need a goaltender in this case, or at least not in your case, though. But let's see. Offense is pretty good. And defense, for the most part, is pretty good. So... You're somewhat in the same boat as Jose. But now we go back to Brandon Cornwell. And since he doesn't have the draft list that I gave to Mario Party Brandon, then of course he might not know. So yeah, offensively, the Boston's really good. Boston is really good, and in fact, their defense is really good too. So really, the biggest need that they would have to have is a goalie. But everything else after that, anything else after that, it's a luxury pick. So with all that said, so let's see what Brandon Cornwell cooks up for his buddy Mario Party Brandon. All right, let me go back to the player pool so he can see what player he'll pick of the players that are still available. Oh, not. I kind of figured. So let me go back. Let me help you with that one. Let's see. If it ends with Florida versus Boston, you're going to be so annoyed. Well, hey, anything can happen, but we have seen upsets happen, though. But let's see. So the ones who have yet to be picked are unassigned. So that's how you'll know which are still available. So you have Brandon, or the other Brandon Cuevas. Then of course you have Bio, who himself is a goalkeeper. Then you have Blaise McCoy. And, of course, the names are in alphabetical order. And, of course, we have the debuting Carlos Larry. Diamond Light. Grand Empress Jennifer. Joshua James. Leo. If you're looking for a certain position, let me know, and I'll help you with that, Mr. Cornwell. And then, of course, we also have our good friend Cherry, the Monty Mole. And we also have Jamar. And Mitty! And Mr. P. Then, of course, we have Mike Wasson. And Najee. Has beaten us yeah. Yeah, and then of course they won the Stanley Cup to end it all off. So there's that. And then of course we have another new guy in Rob Gamer and Riley. And of course there's your friend Sly Cooper. Of course, if it's more of a, oh, I want somebody I can trust on my team, then you can go with Sly Cooper, though. Oh, I'll have to go back then. Not all right. I'll have to go back there, Mr. P. But I'm showing Brandon Cornwell what his options are. Then of course we have Dakota Sheldon, aka Super Dakota. Then Speranza Danzi. Is this choice for me or for the other Brandon? This is for the other Brandon, but you're doing it for him. So, and I understand it's not easy, but we also have Sonnet McCracken, Sean Sanders, Triple B. Oh yeah, and Tanu Miyalagan. And then of course you have Tomoda Tagaya. And Wally Johnson. So those are the guys that you can draft. Understandable. But if you're asking me like who would he pick, then I'll help you with that part. Let's see. He would. It's more likely he would pick somebody like let's see. And this is just based on people that he knows. Oh, and Mr. P, you're 235 and 6'3". But who would he pick? Carlos Larry? Yeah. I'm gonna kick your butt, Tlumada. Okay, Blaze McCoy, Joker, or I'm sorry, not Joker, Bio. And then, you know what? Out of all the people that he's the most familiar with, he's most familiar with AJ. That's probably who he would pick, just because he's more familiar with AJ. After that, he would probably pick somebody to fill in the biggest need, which would be goaltender. So that's probably what he would do, Mr. Cornwell. So you can take AJ or you can take a goaltender, and then if you take a goaltender, I'll help you with that part. She's about to release the Kraken. Yeah, she probably will. But you all know the old saying. AJ then for okay, then I will do that. Let me assign him the team. All right, let me put AJ. If I can. And it would be for Boston. Let me make sure I put the right. Oh, right. Oh, right ring. All right, let me put that on there. The Boston Bruins. That was one of your picks? Oh, I'm so sorry about that, Alicia. Well, there's still other people that you can pick, but I'm very sorry about that. Oh, you just got selected to go to the Boston Bruins. Second overall pick. Yes, AJ, you got picked second overall, so you're getting second pick money, quote unquote. All right, well, up next, Boston, I can't. Wait, what do you mean you can't? Whose team is that? That's Mario Party Brandon's team. Like, he expressed interest in being on the show, but the thing is, he hadn't showed up yet. So then I had to have, like, so then somebody else had to step up in and make the pick and asked a very fair question, like, who would he pick? And the only person that I could think of that he would probably get would be AJ. So that's what, yeah. That's the fun part of drafting. I always go in with the intention of taking at least one person's pick. Exactly. But yeah, you just got picked to go to Boston. I don't know if that's a destination you would have wanted, but it is what it is. All right, now back to the Kraken. Now it's time for the Kraken to make their choice. So let's see what the Kraken do. But as mentioned before, the Kraken already have a goaltender, so they don't need a goaltender, but they do need all other Cuevas. That makes a lot of sense. Yeah. Oh, absolutely, Wally. I'll see who's available by that point. Okay, let me get Brandon Cuevas. Brandon Cuevas is a center. There we go. There. Oh no, there's enough draft picks to go around. Styles is? Oh, okay. Seattle Kraken. All right, let me put that in there. But after this, we'll have the Anaheim Ducks make their pick, and if it is who I think it is, this will be a no-brainer. But yep, the Ducks are up next. Oh, yep. I kind of figured that's who it would be. All right. Well, the Grand Empress. Oh, went too far right there. Grand Empress is, of course, a right winger, so let me put her down. Yep, the Ducks. Quack, quack. Yep. Funny story, I went to a Quick Quack, which is a car wash chain. And I got myself a car wash, so I'm happy about that. I don't know. That's what the Ducks reminded me, because with Quick Quack, it's their duck. The duck is the mascot. That is, if I can get the stupid pen to work. And okay. All right. If anyone drafts me, let me know. Well, I kind of figured, and I imagine you probably would have made a trade if you had to do it, but thankfully you didn't. Okay, Anaheim. Oh, A. Okay, so now we have the two Empresses together. So up next on the clock is going to be Brooklyn Joker. And true to form, he's late again. I don't know why he is. Like, I get it. You have a busy schedule, but you got to make your appointments at some point. Yes, I understand that he's at LTD, but unless somebody can let him know, you know, I don't want to have to ask for another person to take his place or make decisions for him. You'll pick for Maddie if you need to again. Well, I understand that. Oh, actually, hang on a moment. Uh, I could use somebody to help setting up my team. Well, if it, oh, there he is. There's Joker. Never mind. He's here. Well, Joker, it's time to make your picks. If you need to look at at the roster of, or yeah, if you need to look at the roster and see what you need, I'll be more than happy to share that with you. But this time I'm happy. No, I'm happy that Joker's here finally, because I was like, okay. But this is what Joker already has to help with. In fact, he has a fairly stacked team. It's the bottom half of the offense that I'm a little concerned about. And of course, Joker is on defense. And then, and then of course, goaltending is really good. Okay, so goaltender's really good though, but yeah, you have a lot of options to work with there. But at least you're good at goaling. At goalie though, I can't talk. All right, let me go back. I'll also let you know, Joker, when you're back up on the clock again. But you have Bio, you have Blaze, Carlos Larry, got Diamond Light, Joshua. Oh, of course, you can't forget your brother Leo. Yep, Leo's up there. Tomura? Let's see. Oh, yeah, so Tomura is... I think you meant to say Tomura. Oh, I see. You forgot to put the M between the O and the U, but I think I know who you meant to say. So in that case, well, of course he's a goaltender, but I could probably, but like he said, I can adjust him to another position since you have your goaltender, unless you want to draft him specifically as a goaltender. But either way, you have him. Oh, of course. Let him play? All right. I'll find something for him. Tomura. All right. If anything, I can be best used for defense. Oh, absolutely, Joshua. Until that is unless, of course, they need you elsewhere. But yeah, that's kind of your gift. That is your gift, I should say. That is your gift. I'll put it right there. How many people till you get to you? See, you're at, where are you? Oh yeah, the Vegas Golden Knights. Out of 12, you are picking 10th. So we still got a little ways to go. But that just goes to show that the Vegas Golden Knights are good. Basically, I went with, like, there was only one team GM combination that was returning, and that was Maddie. And of course, she and her team finished as the Stanley Cup champion, so naturally she and her team would go last, and then everybody else was determined by how they finished at the end of the last completed season. So there we go. So she said that you would help her pick for her. Well, that's fair enough, I suppose. I mean, hey, if that's what Maddie says, then it is what it is, though. So that would be 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5 pick. Well, 4 picks before we get to you is what I would say. Yeah, and it feels like such a long time ago, Larry. It does. It really does. Okay, so next up is Clinton and the Red Wings. I'm not sure if Clinton's back from his shower yet, but he did say, he did ask me specifically to draft the best available player for the biggest need that his team needs. So that's what I will do. So if we're going by that logic, then let's take a look and see what Clinton's team needs, and draft him the best available player that he can get. Okay, so it looks like the top is good. It's only really the bottom that's needs a little help here, but ooh, okay, the left defense side is gonna need a lot of help though. Because I have my company over. Oh, how many per person? I'm gonna DM you my choices because you have Oh, you're asking me how many picks do you have? Well, like draft picks. If that's the case, then you have 2, because you're drafting the first and the second round, and only the 4 teams drafting first get an extra player because, well, they need all the help they can get. But if you're asking how many choices you have 2. You have 2. You can send me a draft board of the people that you want, of the people that are still remaining in the chat in the draft, though. It's not like you're going to have many options overweight, but I also understand. Okay, left defenseman and goaltender. Yeah. Okay, center. So basically, just like Clinton, you just want the best available player, if I'm not mistaken. But yes, left defenseman is the biggest one for Clinton. So I'm going to get that for him. So you're looking for some offensive firepower. Very interesting. So for that, among the defensemen, based on need, that man is going to be Joshua James. as he can immediately start, as he already has the left defenseman position from last season. Okay. Any free agent picks? I'm happy to say that you have two. You have two of them. You have two free agent picks, actually. All right, let me go to Joshua. All right. There we go. Got it. Okay, Joshua is set. So next up is myself with the Montreal Canadiens. Let's see what my team needs. Let's see what the Canadiens need. But yeah, you have two free agent picks, my friend. Let's see what we need. Me personally, I'm going for the best player available, but if I can get my friends, I will do that. But yeah, I decided to switch over to the Canadiens just to be different. Let's see what they need. Well, they could use a little bit of help. And then, of course, all right, so defense is good, at least until you get to the bottom three, but bottom third, excuse me. And then, of course, you have Carey Price, who, of course, was at the height of his power at that point. So you got... No, I meant this. So I need some offensive firepower. So let's see. So if I'm looking for depth, ooh, this is a tough one. I probably would go with a left winger. Hey, what's up, Riley? How you doing, man? Yeah, I'm going left wing. And there's several I could choose from, actually. But how's it going there, Riley? But yeah, fans, welcome Riley, though. All right, I've made my pick. You're doing good. Well, I'm happy to tell you, Riley, that I have decided to quote-unquote draft you for my team. In fact, let me put down Ruthless Riley. So now you get to beat some people up, but also score some goals. Because, you know, you are cool like that. That is if I can get this stupid pen to work. Okay, there we go. Got it. Oh, basically the Canadiens got their name that... it's kind of weird because the team is so old, like it's over 100 years old, and there was going to be a team that was going to call itself by the nation that they were in. So basically they wanted to be known as Canada's greatest team, and what better way to do that than to name yourself the Canadiens? I don't know why. You're just going to be a player, and you'll just be a player, but Xander will be your GM. So in other words, Xander will take over the GM duties. Oh, that reminds me. Oh, I gotta write this stuff down. What am I doing? Okay. Too bad they. Yeah. It's too bad that the Atlanta Thrashers are no longer with us. There's two teams that were in Atlanta. One was the Flames, and the other became the Jets. Or sorry, Xander Black. Xander Black. There you go, Xander. Well, if I have space for Xander, then I'll do that for you, Azrael. But we'll see. But yeah, Riley, I'm happy to say that I'm drafting you for my team. I need help, my friend. I need help. There we go. All right, Montreal it is. Congratulations to Montreal. But yeah, congratulations, Riley. So up next is going to be Yoshi Bros. Let me let him know. Oh, sorry. Thank you, teacher. Oh, well, hey, I look forward to it, man. I really am. Just be a player, to be honest. Okay. Wait, are you gonna? Oh, so you're gonna take over Atticus's spot, much in the way that Xander will. All right. Okay. Wait, let me ask Yoshi because he did respond to me, but he said he was apparently busy. So let me ask him really quickly. All right. Of course, Tomara. But yeah, everyone's a good player here. Yeah. All right. So I'm just reaching out to Yoshi since his team is up next. Not a problem, Alicia. You still have some time before you have to pick again. All right. So I reached out to Yoshi. So what I will do is do what I did for Clinton. Unless he responds back, then I will have to do what I did for Clinton, and that is draft the best player available for the biggest need that his team needs. So that's what I'll have to do. I could always fight. Yeah, I could probably do that. I could do that for Blaze, or for Mr. Wolf since he was on the list before you, Xander. Oh, and of course AJ is going to be doing some is going to be streaming after Okay, so I'm gonna give him. Let me see. All right, I'll give him the next 30 seconds for Yoshi. That is. Now, if he responds, great. But if he doesn't, then I'll just have to pick the best player available for what he needs. So he's got. You see, he's got 45 seconds. Welcome back, Alicia. And all right, so it looks like Yoshi will have to pick somebody from the. Yep, welcome back, Alicia. So this is Yoshi Bro's pick for the give Xander my spot. Oh, next season? Yeah, I will do that for you, Mr. Leo. I'm cool with that. Oh yeah, that's a good question. Is it for you? I want to say it's for YouTube, Wally, but of course AJ could answer that. Because I'm in competition for your own world title again. Yeah, that is kind of. That is kind of weird, but hey, if you want a match or a series of matches to earn that opportunity, go for it. But it. All right, let's see. What does? Oh yeah, Carmelita's. I look forward to that too. Now this is a very stacked team, offensively and defensively. What about goalie? Well, okay, so this is a stacked team. So in that case, I will have to pick the best player or a luxury pick. That's kind of what this amounts to. But who would he pick though? There's only 3 goalies left, but I'll save those for teams that truly need them. Let's see. There's 5. There's 4 defensemen, 4 left wingers. Four right defensemen and 4 right wingers, and then there's only 2 centers. So I'll save the centers and the goalies for other teams that might need them. Let's see. Then in that case, I'll have to find somebody who Yoshi would appreciate. But who? You know what? I got it. I know who I will pick, though. You subscribe to AJ? Hey, congratulations, man. AJ Cool Kid 2. Okay. I have made a decision for Yoshi. Now, I'm not sure if he would agree to this decision, but I needed... Oh, I'm so sorry about that. I'm very sorry about that, Clinton. But I did pick a guy for you, and I picked a left defenseman because that is the biggest need that your team had, and I got you Joshua James. Yeah, apparently so there, Larry. I'm just writing his name down. Again, if this stupid pen would work. Okay. Yeah, I could always get another pen. So, in this case, on behalf of Yoshi and the Tampa Bay Lightning, so, oh, I'm sorry about that. That you worked all day. Wow, man. All right. Well, anyway, Wally, I'm happy to say that based on the based on based on much deliberation and thought, I'm happy to say that Yoshi Bros has, in essence, selected you. So you're now part of the Tampa Bay Lightning. Yes, you did get drafted, Joshua. I'll show you. And it was to Clinton's team, the Detroit Red Wings. Oh yeah. Oh, that's right. Spike Ryan is is next to select as far as the Toronto Maple Leafs are concerned. So Spike Ryan, you're now up next to select. So nope, not a bad team. Absolutely not. But yeah, Spike Ryan, aka Brandon Cornwell, you are up next, man. Yep, absolutely, Alicia. Yes, it is. Yes, it is, Jamar. I guess I'll have to share with you what your team truly needs. So the least I can do is look at that. Hopefully, we won't clobber a what? Clobber one another. Oh, okay. Okay. So of course Spike Ryan is on the left side. This is a very stacked team, at least up until you get to the bottom of the offense, though. If he hasn't been picked already, Sly. Oh, okay. So you want your buddy Sly? Hey, that's always a good pick. And Sly Cooper is a left defenseman. I'm not sure if you need one, but hey, you want him, you got him. Sly Cooper. All right. Okay, got it. No, it does. No, it does. That's absolutely right there, Mickey. Oh, your uncle was telling you something? All right. Oh, there he is. There he is. There he is. All right. So Sly made it. Sly made it. Well, Atticus, you are up next, my friend. You waited a long time, but it's now time for you, my friend. So, Mr. Atticus, if you know what you need, let me know. Or if you want to take a look at what your team needs, then I'll do that for you right now. I'll let you look. DJ is Joker after Atticus. Oh, Sonic. Oh, wow. You already picked him. Okay. Let's see. Sonic. Where's Sonic? Oh, Sonic is a center. All right. I will put him on there. Actually, he would look good in a Golden Knights uniform. I'm not gonna lie. I might do if time permits, I'll do an exhibition. But that is unless, of course, AJ has to do his show, and if that's the case, I'll save it for until then. But okay. Sonic McCracken. All right, let me put his name down. Sonic. You can do a match. Oh, okay. Thank you for letting me know. So at least I don't have to not do it. But I was prepared not to do it if that was the case. But next up is the second to last in the first round, and that is Jose Blanco, who of course is going to be picking for the Florida Panthers, who are the IRL back-to-back Stanley Cup champions, and they only have the second to last spot because the Philadelphia Flyers and Matty are there. But as mentioned before to Jose, basically any pick is a luxury pick. Whatever you pick, go for it. But I'll go through this slowly enough, so... Or actually, let me let Mr. Jose know. Okay. Yep, Carlos Larry is still on the board. Leo. Let's see. Jerry, Jamar. Mitty, Mr. P. Yeah, Mr. P is still up there, too. It's unbelievable. But yeah, Najee's up there. Rob Gamer, another rookie. Dakota. Then there's my boo Speranza Danthi. Primetime Sean Sanders. Triple Beat. Tenumi Alagin. And that's it. All right. I crossed. Really? Wow. But yeah, that is crazy though that AJ was second overall and then Munchie was first overall. How was I second overall? simply by virtue of So Mario Party Brandon was supposed to make the call, but he didn't answer. So then somebody else had to step in, and the person that stepped in was the other Brandon Cornwell. But he asked a question, and that was, who would he want on his team? Not what, who. And that the only person that I could think of that he knows of the people that were to be drafted was you. He probably would have picked Yoshi Bros if Yoshi Bros was a player instead of just as opposed to being a GM player, but really you were the only other person, and plus I was also a GM too, so yeah, but it was based on who he it was based on who he knew as opposed to what he knows, but it was what it was. Jose's going to take Midi. Ah. All right, let me go back to Midi. All right, let me put her down. It's Midi! Okay, Midi. So Midi got picked by the Florida Panthers. Although I will say, I forgot if it was Midi or no, it was Patty. Because I forget if they were on the same team, but I just know that Patty was instrumental. Oh, I went too fast. There we go. I remember that that Patty was instrumental in the success of the Philadelphia Flyers. So which was huge, to say the least. Okay, cool. All right. And then last but certainly not least are the Philadelphia Flyers. Now I understand that Maddie selected oh. All right. And that chat fix. There we go. Chat fix. I always hate it when it does that, where Jose, can we talk in the DMs in a bit? Oh, okay. Oh, he's talking to Jose. Okay, cool. So I understand that Maddie picked Alicia to help. 1, 2, 3. Thank you. Diamond Light to the Flyer. Okay. Hey, I'm cool with that. All right, so Diamond Light. Let's see. Diamond Light is a right winger. Okay. Let me get Diamond Light then. Oh, hey. All right, let me put him down. Diamond Light. Plays at right wing and... There we go. Okay. Well, that's the end of the first round. We'll go back to the top with the second round. Yes, you're actually up. Yep, that's correct. You are up next. But first, let me put Diamond Light with the Flyers. Let's see. Oh, wow, you didn't even waste time. Leo. Oh, left defenseman. All right, let me put... So you got 2 defensemen, and those are not bad picks, actually. All right, let me put... There we go. Leo as a defenseman. All right. You got it. Leo is Leo is a goalie, isn't he? Uh oh, you know what? That's right. I forgot. Remember when Tomara came in and I forget if it was Tomara or somebody else, but no, he's a defenseman. Oh, you want to? Well, hey, if you don't want, if you need a goalie, then it's not too late to change. But all right, let me undo that then. Where's Leo? 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 Oh. Oh, you want him at goalkeeper? Okay. Oh, well, wait a minute. I know. Well, remember that Tomura was willing to play out of goalie. Now I have somebody to trade spots with him to be a goalie, and that's Leo. You know what? I can do that for you. I will do that for you. Hang on a moment. Yeah. Well, I still have to. I can't even talk. I'll still have to assign him to the Blackhawks. That way, I can remember that he is supposed to be a goalie. There. That's just to help me remember that. Oh, he's a goalie. All right. So we have Leo at goalie, and so all right, no harm, no foul. And I understand that Alicia said she had her second pick in line, but we'll see if that is still available by the time we get to her pick. But the next pick is once again Mario Party Brandon's pick, and as mentioned before, outside of AJ, he really doesn't know anybody else that. There's nobody else that is left that he is familiar with. So let's see what his team still needs. Because like I said, AJ was really the only person that he knew. So I'll have to go with the best player available for what his team needs. Does Boston. And, oh, you know what? Before I do that, I got to go to head coach preferred lines. What that does is it makes it so that I can now add AJ, who's now on the roster right there. But it makes sense because Patrick Bergeron is ranked higher, but if nothing else, what it does is it gives the Bruins depth. So let's see. Do they need a goalie? Yeah, they need a goalie. They need a goalie. And there's 3 goalies available. And I'm thinking, okay, well, which one of those 3 goalies is more likely to want to join? After Brandon, it would be it'll be your girl. LD. LD would be up next with the Seattle Kraken. Oh. Oh, no. I meant to go. You're a center, AJ. So the positions are there's only 6 positions in hockey. Left wing, center, right wing, left defenseman, right defenseman, and the goalkeeper. So there's only 6. So you're the center. But it's not the same as being a center in like basketball or something, or even in football, as those are 2 completely different sports and two completely different positions, though. You know what? That's not a bad idea, AJ. But just know that they do need a goalkeeper, though. That much I do know. Has Patty been picked? No, she has not been picked. No, she has not been picked yet. But yeah, Patty, Mike Wasson, and Bio are the three goalies that are still available. So in that case, let me go back. I think you meant to say pick Patty. Not. This is not Beavis and Butthead Do America, but I understand what you meant. Oh, that was your pick. Oh, shoot. I did not know that. I don't know. I don't know if that changes AJ's plan, but we'll see. Excuse me, AJ? Or I'm sorry, excuse me, AJ. My apologies, Patty. Excuse me, AJ. Wait. Basically, AJ was suggesting that I put Patty on the Boston Bruins team, which is Mario Party Brandon's team. Except Mario Party Brandon's not here with us right now. But that it's all right that you had someone else in mind. All right, cool. I meant to pick Patty. Sorry. Okay. Well, in that case, I will have Patty join alongside AJ though, but basically it was just misspoken though. So Patty Chase. Is there room for... Oh, Crushing Kelly wants to be back. All right, I have Wolf Bros and now I have Crushing Kelly. So I'll look and see among the roster. Crushing Kelly Black. I'll look at the roster and see who is who I haven't seen in the chat very often, and then you'll just simply inherit that person's position and spot on that team. So I will do that for you. Somebody pick you. Oh, Wally, I'm happy to tell you that you have been picked. Actually, you have been picked though. Tampa Bay. Tampa Bay picked you actually. But yeah, you were picked already there, Patty. Not well, yeah, Patty and Wally too. Well, I guess I could show you. There's a chance you'll go undrafted. Hey, you know what? You might become another team steal. You might become a steal. But no, you're right there, Wally. Tampa Bay, the Lightning. Okay. Absolutely. All right, so next up is LD. LD's up next. Once again, I will go over to show LD. Oh, wait, what was your comment? It was you'll sit out the next season and give your spot to KK. Oh, okay. Well, like I said, if I find a spot and of somebody I haven't seen in a while, then I'll put them in there. I'll just put them in there. Okay. But that is very kind of you, Joker. It really is. All right, let's see. What does LD still need? All right, so let me Let me change that. So now we have Brandon at the top of the list. Very good. Okay, so defensemen still need some work. And as said before, you are a goaltender, so you're set there. But let's see what LD says. Yeah, and who knows? Who knows? You guys could become steals, because what happened last season was a guy by the name of Wesley Turtle was Mr. Irrelevant, and yet his team ended up going to the finals and winning. Who are the defensemen? I am so happy you asked. I am so happy you asked. So there's only one left defenseman and a bunch of right ones. Well, bunch compared to what we have. So we have Tenu Mialagin as a left defenseman. And then we have the likes of Jamar, Primetime Sean Sanders, Mr. P, and Rob Gamer as... Nope, not that one. As right defenseman. So those are your defensive picks. Or who knows? Maybe I might put Kelly as a goalie. BC. Yes, you can play left and right. I'm just talking about the current position as of when we came into the show. Oh yeah, both defensive positions are critical. Absolutely. LD. You're willing to try that? Oh, okay. Well. All right. I actually have a starting list. So basically every team except the Chicago Blackhawks have been taken. So let me know and I'll put you on the list, just as I did for this season. So, Mr. P. All right, you got him. You got Mr. P. Mr. P got it. That is if I can spell this name correctly. No. In actuality, I miswrote it. There we go. But yeah, Mr. P is versatile enough to play left as well as right defenseman. So. Yep, Xander took the Blackhawks though. There we go. No. I said that every team but the Blackhawks are available. So in other words, all the other teams are available except for the Chicago Blackhawks. So if I misspoke, my bad. I apologize though. Yes, Brenda Watts is the person that Call fans are aware of. Oh, okay. Oh, Clinton got his. The Detroit Red Wings. But if you need a full list, Kelly, I'll be more than happy to provide that for you. Clinton Flippin. Okay. All right, Mr. P. Did I write there? All right. Oh wait. Oh, Clinton has to go. Oh, I guess Clinton has other commitments to fulfill. But all right. So Seattle. Got it. All right. Now let me assign Mr. P. to the Kraken. Okay. Oh, the New York Rangers. Okay. I'm cool with that. New York Rangers. An original six team. In fact, actually, the first three picks or the first three people that I have on the list of the teams they picked. Kelly Black. There we go. Number 17. Well, I'm not sure if I... Well, let me see if I can do that. Let's see. But... oh, so Joker was going to pick Mr. P, but... Oh well. Okay, where's Mr. P? Oh. Thankfully, I can edit the player, so it's not a problem. There's Mr. P. 17. All right, we got 17. So of course, I really couldn't do it justice until I was able to edit Mr. P's character. All right, so next up on the list is our good friend Alicia from the Anaheim Mighty Ducks. Yes, I just said the Mighty Ducks. But yeah, Alicia, if you want me to look back at your team and see what you need, I'm more than happy to do it. Actually, I'll do it. I'll do it myself. Oh, well, you quote unquote beat me to it. Pun intended. Okay, triple beat. All right. Wow, that didn't take long. All right, triple beat. Well, triple beat's not a bad guy. Triple beat is a top tier player. I think he's going to do so well. And I think he was part of last season's championship team, or maybe the season before that. I'll have to look back, but okay. And of course, as always, it's alphabetical, so I got to go all the way down. And also, after the second round, there's only 4 players left, which means that the Blackhawks, Bruins, and Seattle Kraken, and the Anaheim Ducks will get a third player because, well, they need all the help they can get. Now, if you want to trade out of it, as in you don't want to make any more picks, then you can find somebody to trade a pick, a free agent signing for, or you could just simply take the player and be done with it. But I just want to at least give the courtesy to those who to those who have that, who basically I wanted to give the folks who have the last 4 the ability to do that. But no, Triple Beat is definitely a good pick. I like him very well. All right. Okay, so he's gone. So now that means that Joker, so this is your second and last pick, unless you wish to trade up or trade down or something. I have my third pick if they are available. All right. Hey, that's definitely hold on to that pick if they're still available, though. Well, so I will say that the first round, prime time as a goalie. Oh, I almost forgot. I forgot to update Patty. There we go. Forgot. So prime time as a goalie. Oh, Sean Sanders. Hmm. You know what? I might have to bring in somebody else. Oh shoot. Well, now I have to find. Now I have to find somebody to replace either Bio or I'll have to trade spots with Bio or Mike Watson. Probably Bio since I hadn't seen him, so I'll have to use his spot. And then I have to use his spot and then basically edit it so that Sean takes his spot, and then whoever has Sean, and then whoever Sean's spot will go to someone new. I'll give it to Wolf Brothers just because they were on the wait list before Kelly was, just out of fairness. So that's what I will have to do in order to make that work. So I will do it. So Sean Sanders. As a goalkeeper. All right. So like I said, I know it says Bio, but I'll just simply edit him so that when it's all said and done, you'll have him. And oh, the Rangers. That's right. There we go. Okay. Okay. All right. Next up is, well, it was Clinton, but he said he had to. Let me see. He said he had to go. Oh, he got called in early. Oh, well, he did give me permission to draft the best player available with the biggest need that he has. So, all right, well, let's take a look and see what he still needs, though. Oh, that's okay. That's okay, Azrael. He asked me to do it. Otherwise, I probably would have been like, all right, go for it. But no, he asked me to do it, so hey, if that's what he wants, that's what I will do for him. But Clinton's, yeah, he has to go get that money, you know. But I don't blame him. I really don't. I don't blame him. All right. So let's see. Oh, right. Let me. There we go. Because I have work. Yeah, that was your last pick. So unless you want to make any other picks or trades, I should say, then yes, that was your last pick. That was your last pick. So if you have to go, it's okay. You're set, Joker. You're set. Okay, so James definitely helps with this. Okay, so it looks like they'll need a. Oh, that sucks. And 4th of July? Wow. That really does suck, man. Well, there's only one. Well, they need a goalie, and there's only one left by default, and that's Mike Watson. So I'll put him there. Mike Watson. Okay. And then next up will be my team, so of course, I will make the pick myself, so. I have this one song stuck in my head. Have you guys ever had a song that gets stuck in your head? True. I mean, hey, if you're out there to get that money, you know, more power to you. Like, because whenever I do overtime, I do it not because for the money. I do it because I want to get the work done. I don't want there to be any lingering work. But that's just me, though. I mean, that's just how I operate. I mean, some people, they just do the bare minimum, and that's fine for what that is. But you know, yeah, absolutely awesome draft so far, man. Let's see, Mike Watson. Oh yeah, Mike Watson. Who knows? Maybe Carlos Larry becomes what you would call a steal. To watch the fireworks on the beach? Well, hey, if you get something out of it, all the power to you, man. Speaking of power, I've got the power! And of course, you know, there's a lot of things you can do with two people that you can never do with by yourself. You know, and the reason why is it takes two to make a thing all right. It takes two to make it out of sight. You could always come to Seattle. Well, hey, maybe that will happen. I don't know. All right, next up is the Montreal Canadiens. Now, I already have Riley. Well, hey, looks like Alicia might have a spot for Carlos. But let's see. Oh, right. I need to update this a little bit. Where's Riley? Wait, did I not put Riley there? Or is he a defense player? Wait, where did I put Riley? I hope I didn't put Riley on the wrong team. Of course, knowing TJ, you never know. You can never underestimate my. Oh, he's a right winger. Oh, I didn't know that. Yeah, I know I drafted Riley. I just didn't see his name. I'm like, wait, where's Riley? That's really weird. It's just that he didn't show up in the starting lineup. Oh, there he is. Okay, apparently it didn't. Okay, there he is. There he is. Okay. All right. So offense is fine. Defense is fine. We're set at goalie, so we're fine there. Okay. Well, now this is just going to be a luxury pick. Let's see. Okay. He changed his name to Waddle, so Waldo. No, apparently so. Okay. I know just who I'm going to get. I know just who to get. I'm surprised this person wasn't picked, because I would have thought somebody would have picked this person, mainly out of spite. But I'm happy that this person is still on the list. Surprisingly enough. Let's see, where is she? Yep, it's a she. It's my boo, Speranza Dancy. I'm surprised after all this time nobody decided to pick her. But I will be more than happy to take her off, or should I say take her on my hands. Oh, she was? Oh, shoot. Nobody said anything. I probably would have been like, all right, Go for it. But no, well, okay. Okay, can I get there? There we go. Montreal. Although honestly, she would look good in the red as part of the Canadiens. I believe they was getting people they need. That's why I didn't, to avoid being sniped. Oh, okay, so I sniped you without realizing it. I'll trade somebody. Oh, wait, hang on a moment. Hang on. Well, first let me put her on the. Let me assign her really quickly. All right, let me read this just so I understand this. I'll trade someone a free agent pick for this year for another draft pick. One of your free. Wait, how many do you have? Well, let's see. Well, as far as free agent picks for next year, for another draft pick. Yeah, unless you want to make a trade for her, which I have no issue with. So if you want to make a trade with her or a trade for her, here's one way you can do it. Here's one way you could do it. Well, there's a few ways you could do it, actually. You could trade me your second-round pick and a free agent pick, and then you could have Speranza. Or you could trade me 2 free agent picks, and you could have Speranza. But, I mean, either way is fine. I just wouldn't be able to do a free agent pick for next year because, well, there's no telling how many you would have. Yep, that's right. Grand Empress Jennifer, welcome to the show. But that's my proposal, though. So let's see what Atticus says. Or you could just simply trade. I'd have 1 free agent pick this year and 1 next year. Ah. Okay. I'm scratching though. I had an itch there. I have. Well, like I said, you have you have 2 free agent picks, but you're just Or you don't want Speranza. Okay, well, if that's the case, then. But if you just want like my pick, or actually, I don't have another pick. That was all the picks I had. So in that case, you can just keep what you have then. I just thought you wanted Speranza because if you wanted her, then I would have been happy to provide it to her. Oh, you want her, Azrael. All right, well, let's see. Yes, you do have a 3rd round pick. How many more picks? Maddie has only 1 more, and Alicia has 1 more. But you want Azrael. I'm sorry, Azrael wants Speranza. Let's see. You have a free agent pick. You can trade me that. Or your 3rd round pick. Let's see. Okay, so Atticus is just simply shopping around 2 free agent picks for anyone. So whoever wants it, you can have it. Up to me. I'm fine with your 3rd round pick for Speranza, so I'm cool with that. So if you want Speranza, you could trade me your third round pick. It's not a problem. But that just means that your night would be through, because then you would have Speranza, you would have Leo, Munchie, and then I would have your third pick, and I would just pick from there. So I'm fine with that. Because as much as I like Speranza, I also understand when people want something. Okay. But yeah. Same to you, Jennifer. Yep, absolutely. I was going to say I trade you who I picked for my third round for her. Yeah, you could trade me the third round pick, and I'll give you Speranza. That's what I mean. Oh, wait. So you'll trade me 2 free agent picks from this season for that third pick of Azriel and make it a 3-way trade. So basically, let me see if I understand this correctly. That Azriel gets Speranza, and then who gets the 2 free agent picks? Azriel or myself? And then who gets the third round pick? You know, the one that Azriel has. Me. So I would get 2 free agent picks. And then so I would get 2 3. All right. Wait, let me see. Oh. All right. Okay, so Atticus gets the third round pick, and then I get 2 free agent picks, and Azriel gets Speranza. You got yourself a deal. All right, let me do this. Let me do this really quickly. So, all right. So let me. All right, let me exit. Let me X out Speranza. Yes. Okay. So in that case, let me put on Azriel's ledger that acquired via trade Speranza Dancy. Okay, Speranza. I'm just writing it. I'm writing all this stuff down. Speranza Dancy. Okay. And then let me put on the ledger for Atticus that he gets the third round pick. There we go. And that I get 2 free agent picks, so I now have a lot of ammo to work with should my team be successful and get to the second round, but that I have a lot of trade capital to go with. All right, hey, I'm fine with that. All right, so let me do this really quickly. So let me start with Speranza really quickly, just so I can send her off to Chicago instead. Okay, let me quickly. There we go. You got it, and you got that third pick. Of course, free agent picks are a risk because if everything goes well, you could really make a team after the first round. But if it doesn't work out, you pretty much strike out, or you have to use your ammo for next season. But it is what it is. All right. Thank you so much for the free agent picks. I appreciate that very much. And I'm pretty sure Azriel appreciates getting Speranza via trade, and you get a third pick, which is his pick. Okay, next up is Yoshi Bros. This is his pick. So, and just like with Wally, or just like last time, I have to pick the best player based on what his team truly needs. So that's what I'm going to do. So he's up next. Then Spike Ryan. And then, of course, Atticus with his second pick. Then Jose, and then the Flyers, and then we do the last 4 picks. Okay, let me see. Tampa Bay. Yeah, Tampa Bay. Yeah. See. Oh, yeah. I forgot. I gotta... Yep, Wally's right there. All right. So what does he need? He's got a very good offense. Defense is really good. Does he need a goalie? No, he does not. Okay, so... Alright, so this will be a luxury pick, just like last time. So left wing... Okay. Okay. If I know Yoshi Bros, he would go, like, of all the options that he has, if I know Yoshi Bros, he would go for a guy that has experience. Someone who, who's actually won a championship before. And that man... Okay. Let me write that down. Got it. AJ's about to eat dinner. Sounds good, AJ. Sounds good, man. Now, I'm not sure if anyone else wanted this guy, but I would have to think that Mr. Yoshi Bros would want someone with experience, and that man is Najee Firefox. Got it? Okay. All right, next up is going to be Mr. Cornwell's pick. Let me know if you want to look at your team to see what your team needs, or if you're just looking for people rather than But let's see. Among the people that are still left, you have Blaise McCoy, you have Carlos Larry, you have Cherry Moy, aka Monty Mole Cherry. You have Jamar. You have the newcomer, Rob Gamer. You have Dakota Sheldon, a.k.a. Super Dakota. What else do you have? And then, well, it says Sean Sanders, but I'm going to replace his character with Wolf Bros. By the... Oh, I think you might say Chargers. Oh, bro, I was there. And when I say I was there watching it on television. So what I remember about that particular time was that Eli was drafted number 1 by the San Diego Chargers, but he didn't want to go to San Diego, did Eli. And then New York drafted Phillip Rivers, and then after that, they made a trade to exchange their picks, Eli Manning and Phillip Rivers, along with other picks at that time. So then Eli got traded. Yeah, he got traded to New York, and San Diego got Phillip Rivers and a few other picks in that draft, and maybe in the next draft. I'm not sure. I forgot the exact trade. but what it did was it was a win-win trade because it helped the Chargers become a very competitive team during the 2000s. It's just sad that they just could not overcome the Patriots at that time. Oh yeah, and Tanu Mialagin. I almost forgot Tanu Mialagin. So, yeah, Brandon, are you ready? Have you decided your guy, or do you need some insight as to which what your team needs? Oh, right, I almost forgot. There. You think so? All right. Yes, big. Yeah, I do remember Big Ben falling in the draft, and I'm thinking whoever gets him is going to be lucky. But I didn't think. But I honestly, I mean, I knew Big Ben was going to be good. I just didn't think he was going to be that good, and to become a legend in Pittsburgh. But he fell right to their lap. Yeah, he was a big boy. Yeah, he was. He was indeed, man. Cherry. Okay, you got it, Cherry. Okay, Cherry. So you have a defenseman, and now you have a left winger. Those are not bad choices, actually. Very good choices there, Mr. Spike Ryan. Okay, you got it. Let me put her on the team. Am I on the first or wait, what team were you on? You were on the Seattle Kraken. Okay. Well, first let me assign the player. I mean, yeah. I mean, eventually, he fell so far. He fell in the draft so far to a point where the Steelers could not ignore him. So they took a chance on him, and boy, did it ever pay off. It paid off with 2 Super Bowls. I mean, really, what more could you ask for? Am I on the first or second line? But anyway, next up on the list is Atticus Black with his own second round pick. Oh yeah, Aaron Rodgers also fell too, and well, he was able to get 1 Super Bowl, but really he should have won more. Although, but you could say that the teams that he was with were good enough to win a championship. They just underperformed. Okay, I will do that for you, Mr. Atticus. But first, let me show off Mr. P's. Should have drafted Deion. Yeah, they probably should have, but they didn't, which was weird to say the least. Oh, that's right. You're a defensive player. What am I doing? All right, so you're on the first line defensively. That is. All right, now let's go over to Vegas. Let's see, where's Vegas? Oh, thankfully I could go this way. So they had just gotten Sonic McCracken. And wait, and then they moved Atticus to right wing since he can play right wing. And then Sonic is on the top line. That's interesting. I would have thought they put Jack Eichel up there, but oh well. So let's see. So offense is really good. Defense is pretty good too.